What's going on, No Man's Sky community? Today I would like to present to you a very special project that I have been working on for a very long time now. So I'll be the first to say welcome aboard the CMS Star Defender. The Star Defender is of course my S-Class freighter that I've had for a good couple years now, and I've been working pretty hard on decorating the interior and creating a pretty large freighter base, largest freighter base that I've seen personally, but I want to see what you all think of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, of course, here we go. Here's the base. No, but seriously, I went ahead and decorated the hallway leading to the command center from the hangar. Decorated it, getting tired of seeing it just white, so kind of wish you can paint the walls like the rest of it. Like I was saying, this base is the largest I've seen anyone make a freighter base, but my wife and I are huge Star Trek fans, and when we think of the interior of the Enterprise or any large freighter, we want to see several different rooms and corridors and all that. So first off, I'll take you to this first room, which is right in here. This is the small little lounge area, all nicely decorated with nutrient processors, couches, tables, chairs, desks, little computer monitors, and yeah. If you notice throughout the base, there'll be a lot of these save points here because the base is so large that I have an issue with falling through the floor or lagging or the game crashing. So I tend to access these save points throughout the base just in case if I have something in my inventory, I don't lose that. I can just reload. So a lot of these desks here are decorated with statues and little knickknacks here and there. So, but this is the small lounge. Okay, and upstairs we have more decoration along the walls, monitors, and these corridors here. I have like 4 or 5 corridors like this that are all completely decorated. Here and there, tables, containers, so anyone who comes on board has access to anything and everything. They can grab whatever they want. Okay, all this decoration, and down here it leads back to this area here, and the entire base is completely symmetrical when it comes to the corridors, rooms, and stuff. So a lot of decoration. I try and do my best to push the boundaries on what I can actually build on my freighter. Throughout this video, you may notice that a lot of times the base has a hard time loading. A lot of dark rooms, a lot of unloaded areas. That's why I will take my time walking around. This room here is the sickbay. As you can see, you got a lot of beds, a lot of equipment, even more decoration in this room. Let me just hit that save point right there. Here we have the desk for the ones in charge of all the medical teams and whatever. We got some first aid kits and hazard protection units. So the base is not just looks, it has a lot of functionality to it. We have a lot of lockers, even more decoration. I just placed this construction research unit right here because it looked like an important computer. I just decided to have it in this room. More monitors, screens, little remote control right there. Alright. Moving on, we are going to the main lounge. And before I go to the main lounge, I'm just going to say that while building the base, I had a like a pretend crew in mind. I pretty much viewed this base as having a large number of people operating the freighter like you would normally see on the Enterprise or an Imperial Star Destroyer from Star Wars. So I pretty much built this base with anything and everything a lot of people would need over the course of several years being out in space. So let's not keep you waiting. Let's go to the main lounge. Main lounge here has a lot of detail, a lot of tables, chairs, glitch items, flags, but all these monitors right here along the walls. Okay. And of course my favorite part about this room is this amazing aquarium. It's just the focal point of this entire room. And you know, when I go to like hotels or I don't know, hospitals, like the main lobby of such places, I think of being in a very relaxing area just to chill out. And I also view this room as a place where any and all crew members can come and eat their meals or just relax and wind down. So, okay. Now, in the floor below, well, actually, we'll go down below later on. The next room I'll take you to is entirely dedicated to refining. I built one large room, has a lot of these large refiners, and as you can tell, the lighting and the rendering is having a bit of a problem because there's so much in this base. All these chairs, lamps, decoration. So I usually spend quite a bit of time in here refining different materials. So I just like to take my character and have him sit down and, you know, just chill out and access these refiners. So, but yeah. Okay. Moving on to the other side. Like I said, this base is completely symmetrical when it comes to the overall structure. We'll go and take a walk to the other side of the main lounge. And in that room over there is more or less a storage type of area. The storage containers aren't located in this room. I'll show you that afterward. But another corridor with you know, screens and chairs, couches, little plants. But here we have more or less a storage and container room. Just hit this save point. More lamps. I view these as more like weapon casings and different types of containers and whatnot. And here we have all of these here. So all of these, of course, are accessible to anyone and everyone who visits. And then I happen to have my my guys back here, these research guys. I finished these missions long ago, so I decided to put them somewhere. They don't exactly have the best view of the place, but this is pretty much the best spot I decided to put them. But yeah, here we have this room. A lot of containers, a lot of things that people can have. Alright. Next area I'll take you to has all the storage containers. And we have a little bit more decoration, a lot more seating, shelves, statues, all that good stuff. I want to try my best to get all the detail in as possible. And here we have the Atlas statue, all these monitors, more chairs, more seating. Again, I view that there's a lot of people on this freighter. I just pretend this has an entire crew, so make sure you have a lot of seating to keep them relaxed. So here we have the storage rooms, the storage containers. And again, it takes a while for it to load. Alright, we've got 5 storage containers right there. And then here we have the exocraft area, or the radar, and then there's the previous base item cache, just decided to place there. And here on this side we have 5 more storage containers. Yeah, you can really tell it's having a hard time loading everything. But that's pretty much how I have the storage containers set up. And then in between the rows of storage containers, I have several of these character customizers, appearance modifiers. So that way, multiple people can use them at once. I know other players can, use one of them, just one of them at the same time. But again, why have only one when you can have 4, right? But right next to the storage containers, I have the freighter fleet management rooms, and these rooms serve as the crew's quarters. So this hallway right here and the hallway on the other side are all the crew's quarters. So I have all these rooms. I figured, why not? They have beds. I added these lockers right here. I added weapons on there. It's got a computer terminal, so I figured, why not? Why not use it as the crew's quarters? Got more flags along the walls. Okay. And along the back, beyond the crew's quarters, you come around to this area, you get even more decorative corridors. This side leading to that storage room I was just showing you earlier. Okay. Just get a good look at that. Good look at all the detail, all of the items I've just crammed together in one spot. And then on the other side, of course, we come down here. Here's the other end of the storage containers, the crew's quarters. So like I said, like 3 times now, this base is completely symmetrical. You can still easily get lost in this place. But because I built it and because I've run around this place so much by myself, you tend to catch on pretty quickly. But again, here's the refining room. And that pretty much does it for the second floor. So let's go back downstairs. Each room has several different ways to enter and exit. There's a doorway here leading downstairs, and a door on the other side of this room over there that also leads downstairs. But next up, we will go through the small lounge to get to the farm. Real quick, I'm just gonna hit that save. Real quick, just in case I fall through the floor. So this hallway, I pretty much crammed a lot of detail, a lot of different things in this little hallway. It doesn't make sense to have that much detail, but Alright, here we have a couple monitors, different stations where crew members can actually operate and keep track of inventory, keep track of the progress of all the plant life. We have more detail here along the walls, different terminals. Okay, we have this this right here, and then this room is especially notorious for falling through the floor because there's so much packed into this room. I dare not run or sprint anywhere in this base, otherwise it will happen. So I just take my time and walk around. We have all these carbon planters along the walls here. A lot of Geknip, Fecium, Star Bulb, all the essential stuff. And all this stuff you can take if you decide to come visit. So, got these pearls, got these Gravitino balls, sac venom. Yeah, you can really tell this game's having a hard time loading everything. Okay. Yep, don't run, you'll fall through the floor. Save point. We have the terrarium on this side. I figured I was trying to think of a good place to put this. This is pretty much the best location I came up with. I don't know, I guess it just fits with all the plants and the biological, you know, stuff you can gather in here. But yeah, this is pretty much the farm. Got a lot more of these standing planters along the walls here. So that is the farm. And I believe there's only one more room to show everyone. And that is, of course, the captain's quarters. Which is way in the back. Way in the back here. First off, just hit the save point. Alright. We got all this detail. Seating. Got planters on the walls, flags, desk, little monitors, statues, cube gadgets, little shop right there. Decals. There's where my character likes to sleep. Yeah, don't mind the polo picture. It's just there for decoration, nothing more. We got some lockers here. I decided to put 3 lockers here because each player is only allowed 3 different outfits, so I imagine each outfit is stored in there. Got more monitors, desks. Here's the captain's chair, the captain's desk. Weapons. Monitors. Again, so much to go through. I got my own personal appearance modifier right here. So that way I don't have to struggle with the imaginary crew members. Trying to use the appearance modifiers when I want to. And then this is my favorite place to chill out whenever I'm accessing my inventory, using my personal refiner. I usually just come and sit down over here in the corner, just chill out. Got a little monitor right here, some more chairs. Wish you could sit down in these chairs, but you know, you can just spin them. I guess that's cool. But yeah, that's pretty much my freighter base. There's a lot of stuff. And I've worked very hard getting this base looking the way it is. And I've been working on this base for almost 3 years in total. I had a good friend of mine help me out. Shout out to you, Chad. He helped me acquire this this freighter. And since then, I've been building as much as I possibly could. And again, you can see having a really hard time loading everything. Really frustrating when you're trying to craft items and whatnot. But that's why I make sure to save. But yeah, it took me about 3 years to build, and to this day I'm still adding stuff. And I really would like to push the boundaries as much as I possibly can. But anyway, that is the CMS Star Defender, and if anyone is interested, come on board. I'd like to have some visitors. Be very aware though, your game could crash. But let me know what you think. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this this video. Anyway, see you guys later.